God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My son, incline your heart once again, for every word I give you now is born from the essence of what I have already revealed to you in the silence of your pain. I tell you that nothing has escaped my eyes, not the tears you hid on your pillow, nor the battles you fought without witnesses. And so I affirm to you with divine authority, I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go." Genesis chapter 28 verse 15. When you saw yourself surrounded by closed doors, you thought it was abandonment, but it was protection. When you felt the weight of delay, you believed it was rejection, but it was preparation. When the silence felt too heavy, you judged that I did not hear you, but I was shaping your strength so that nothing would steal what I designed for you. Do you feel ready for a profound change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes all we need is one small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and blessings that I have already reserved for you. A simple 1-minute prayer can begin a spiritual journey that transforms your inner world and reflects on the outside. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, spiritual and material, click on the link in the first comment. There you will find a simple, loving practice to help you connect more deeply with my presence in your life. My son, I know the deepest corners of your soul, the ones no one else can reach, and that is why I tell you, nothing in your life is accidental. What seemed like loss was protection, what seemed like delay was alignment, what seemed like emptiness was the soil I prepared so that your harvest would come pure, whole, and uncontaminated. Stand firm, for this is the moment when the invisible begins to take form, when my promises stop being hope and become reality before your very eyes. Breathe, trust, and walk. For I am with you now and I will be with you until the end. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. My son, you have no idea how carefully I prepared every detail of your life for this new season that is beginning to reveal itself before you. There were moments when everything collapsed and you did not understand, thinking it was your failure. But I was only removing structures that could not sustain the greatness that was coming. There were people who walked away and you believed you were not enough, but I was freeing you from influences that would drain your strength and confuse your identity. There were opportunities that seemed to be yours but vanished like wind, and you grew sad, but I knew that if you stepped into them, your soul would carry weights that were never meant for you. My son, I had to empty certain areas of your life because the harvest I prepared for you is pure, so pure it cannot mix with what would slow you down. You are more precious than you realize, and what I am about to place before you requires a conscious, strengthened, and discerning heart. I removed emotional burdens that would hinder your progress, cut false connections, closed doors that would exhaust you, and hid your light for a time only to preserve your essence. Now breathe deeply. I am about to lift you before many who no longer believed in your rebirth, and they will see what I have always seen in you. Comment, I rest in God's care, He strengthens me. Beloved son, I tell you with living truth, those who sow in tears will reap with joy. Psalm 126 verse 5. And this promise is not poetic, it is literally being fulfilled in your story. There were nights when your heart cried out to me with a pain no one saw, days when the ground seemed to disappear beneath your feet, and even so, you did not let go of my hand. You walked through the darkness trusting in a light you had not yet seen, and for that reason the harvest that comes now will be greater than you can imagine, because every tear became a spiritual seed watering the promise I planted inside you while you believed nothing was happening. I know you thought I delayed, I know the waiting wearied you, but all of it was preparation for what I am bringing now, something that requires maturity, depth of spirit, and renewed vision. I pull you into a new spiritual dimension where your eyes will see farther, where your sensitivity to my movement will be sharpened, where my presence will be so intense that no doubt will survive, and you will understand that every pain was transformation and every tear was construction. My son, I am rebuilding within you everything the world tried to destroy, your confidence, your worth, your courage, your faith, and even your ability to dream. None of it is lost. I am restoring each part with a firmness and depth you have never known, because what returns now does not return fragile, it returns mature, refined, strengthened, and aligned with the purpose I placed in you from the beginning. It is as though I am opening a great window inside your soul, allowing a new, pure, radiant light to enter all the places where there once were shadows, fear, or silence. The pain you carried was not wasted, it trained you to discern, prepared you to recognize what is genuine, and taught you to distinguish what comes from my hand from human illusions that once deceived you. There is a spiritual strength rising within you, silent yet unbeatable, and this strength will make you look back not with sadness but with gratitude, for you will understand that everything that seemed like the end was actually the beginning of your rebirth. I tell you with love and authority, your true identity is being rebuilt by my own hands, and nothing will tear it down again. Comment: I am renewed by God's presence. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. My son, keep this truth close to your heart, for I know the plans I have for you, plans of peace and not of harm, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. I have always had plans for you, even when you no longer had plans for yourself. I guided you through dark valleys, protected you from attacks you never even noticed, silenced voices that wished to see you fall, and held your mind together when you believed you could not endure any longer. Now I lift you to a place where nothing can stop you, for I am giving you not only a new season, but a new vision. Understand, my child, what is coming is not small. It is not shallow. It is not temporary. It is something that was reserved for you long before you were born, something released only now because your spirit is finally strong enough to carry what once would have crushed you. This revelation belongs to you, and no one will be able to take it away. Comment: I believe that God's plans are perfect. My son, I saw every battle you fought in silence. I saw when you defended people who later betrayed you. I saw when you believed in promises that never came to pass. I saw when you offered your very best in places where you were not valued. I saw when your heart bled, yet you kept walking forward. And now I am restoring not only what you lost, but also what was stolen from you. Listen, there is a restoration that does not come from men, it comes from me. I restore your dignity, your joy, your light, your peace. I am tearing down invisible walls that kept you from advancing, breaking bonds that exhausted your soul. I am clearing your path so that you may run without stumbling. And all of this will unfold in such a surprising way that even you, my son, will be amazed at the speed of the transformation. Comment: I receive God's restoration in my life. Hold your faith firmly in this word. Though the fig tree does not blossom, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. Habakkuk chapter 3 verses 17 and 18. This has always been your mark. You kept going even when nothing blossomed. Now I tell you, it is time for blossoming. It is time for open doors. It is time for honor. It is time for abundance. What was stagnant begins to move. What was bound becomes free. What was dim becomes bright again. And it is my Spirit doing this. The breath that renews you does not come from the world, it comes from me. I am pouring over you a fresh oil that will give you clarity, direction, and spiritual sensitivity. Today I open your eyes to recognize opportunities that once passed unnoticed because exhaustion blurred your vision. Now you will see. Now you will feel. Now you will conquer. For I am with you, my son, and when I am present, nothing can stand against your victory. Comment: I rejoice in the Lord even before I see the miracle. My son, you now enter a season of harvest so deep that your feet will no longer carry the weight of your past burdens. Lightness will return. Peace will return. Hope will no longer be a wish, it will become a lived reality. There will be days when you wake up and realize that anxiety has left you. There will be days when you look around and barely recognize your own life, because I will be filling every area with grace, abundance, order, healing, and purpose. And hear me, you will no longer be small within your own story. I will place you in wide spaces, where your value will be recognized and where you will be honored for what you carry inside you. No more begging for love, attention, or opportunities. Now you will receive what is yours, not because you earned it, but because I promised it. For I chose you. Comment: I receive the new season God has prepared for me. Listen to this final spiritual truth. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 30 verse 5. Your night is ending. The dawn of your soul is rising with strength. Something divine is moving around you right now as you read these words. The Holy Spirit is reorganizing environments, guiding people into your life, removing others, opening paths, breaking barriers, illuminating decisions, aligning circumstances, and accelerating processes. I do not move slowly when the appointed time arrives, and your appointed time has come. I draw near to you with provision, healing, discernment, authority, and growth. Fear no more. You are mine. You are protected. You are loved. You are restored. You now walk into a season where every step will be guided by my breath. Comment: I believe God's joy is dawning in my life. My beloved, receive these words with the full weight of their purpose, for nothing in your journey has led you here by accident. Everything you have felt in recent days, the heaviness, the stagnation, the uncertainty, has been the precursor to a profound unveiling. I am drawing back the veil over what has been quietly forming in the unseen layers of your path. You did not arrive at this moment by wandering thought or random impulse. Your very soul was guided, pulled, aligned, and set here so that you could finally understand what has been moving beneath the surface. The stillness, though uncomfortable, has been sacred. The pause has been strategic. For while it felt as though your feet were sinking in unmoving ground, I was preparing the roots of your life to anchor deeply before lifting you into an altitude you were not yet ready to sustain. Every breath you take now carries meaning, because your story enters its decisive turning point. You have arrived at the threshold of a liberation far greater than you imagined, and the disturbance you have felt in your spirit has been the trembling of chains beginning to break. I watched the pain you never confessed, the grief stitched into the silence between your days. I saw how you continued giving even when those around you took without gratitude. I witnessed the weight you carried while others assumed your strength was effortless. Not one tear escaped my notice, not one moment of endurance was overlooked. And now I declare with finality, the season of tolerating burdens that were never yours is concluding. The long stretch of waiting, the ache of unfinished chapters, the tiredness of repeated trials, all of it meets its endpoint today. A powerful shift has already been released in the hidden realm, marked specifically for your path. What once resisted you is losing its strength. What once delayed you is now dissolving. What once seemed like immovable obstacles are beginning to break apart like dust in a strong wind. The struggle you have known has fulfilled its purpose, and that purpose is complete. You are standing at the beginning of a redefined destiny. Every attempt made to diminish you is reversing. Every whisper spoken to weaken you is losing its power. Every disruption directed toward your spirit is returning to the place from which it originated, stripped of authority and void of effect. The spiritual currents surrounding you are shifting at extraordinary speed, and their movement favors your rise, not your downfall. What was sent to harm will now build you. What was meant to delay will now accelerate you. A revelation, vast, specific, and transformative, is drawing near, carrying with it the clarity you have sought for so long. Listen with reverence, for this moment is not ordinary. Hidden truths are aligning themselves to be seen, invisible workings are preparing to surface. You are not standing in confusion, you are standing in unfolding. You are not lost, you are being positioned. What draws close now will expose the meaning behind everything you have endured, and it will redefine how you see your entire path. Tonight, your path clears. The fog that has lingered over your steps begins to lift completely. The direction you have long searched for opens before you with unmistakable clarity. What was delayed rushes forward with urgency. What was withheld now pours toward you without resistance. I am restoring the opportunities that were stolen, the peace that was disturbed, the blessings that were interfered with. This is not a future promise, it is a present event. Your new beginning is unfolding in the exact moment these words reach you. But you must remain fully present. Do not let your mind drift into worry, assumption, or fear. The moment you disengage, you pull away from the very guidance meant to usher you through this transition. Stay here, attentive, grounded, aware. You are being ushered into a reality that has waited for the fullness of time, and the fullness of time has arrived. A singular revelation is reserved for you, and its opening has already begun. This is a once-appointed moment, unique, unrepeatable, carved solely for your life. These words are not simply comforting, they are directional, preparational, foundational. They mark the gateway through which you are meant to step. To turn away now is to leave the door unopened, to remain is to inherit a breakthrough meant only for you. Understand this with the depth of your spirit. Circumstances are shifting with breathtaking speed behind the scenes. Arrangements are being made that will elevate you, strengthen you, and align you with opportunities perfectly matched to your purpose. Forces that once opposed you are losing their influence, while the forces assigned to bless you are overtaking the path ahead. Nothing is happening randomly. Everything is happening precisely. You stand at the threshold of a breakthrough unlike anything you have known. The resistance, the battle, the tension in your soul, none of it signified failure. It signified transition. You have not been sinking, you have been shedding. You have not been lost, you have been refined. I saw every hidden act done against you, every thought that questioned your worth, every jealousy disguised as silence, every loyalty that wavered when your back was turned. None of it stopped your progress. None of it determined your identity. None of it had the power to alter your destiny. In truth, those shadows only ignited a greater blessing, pushing you closer to the elevation that now approaches. You were not overlooked. You were being reserved for a moment of recognition so profound that even those who dismissed you will witness your establishment. Doors are opening, doors no one can close, no voice can block, no opposition can hinder. But to walk through them, your connection to clarity must remain unbroken. Listen carefully. This evening marks the end of your endurance season. The challenges that drained you will not enter the new chapter unfolding before you. Something deeply significant awaits you, and even now your inner being senses its arrival. That stirring inside you, the heightened awareness, the quiet pull, the sudden knowing, is not imagined. It is the signal of divine movement. It is the echo of something vast drawing near. Do not withdraw from this moment. Do not fall back into old doubts or old fears. Lean into the shift taking place within you. You are being lifted from what once held you down. You are about to understand why the restlessness in your life intensified, why certain people drifted away, why opportunities seemed paused, and why your strength felt depleted. When I prepare a life for elevation, I begin by separating them from influences that would contaminate their rise. This is why connections grew distant, why your spirit felt discerning, why the familiar no longer felt aligned. It was not a punishment, it was protection. I was positioning you, refining your atmosphere, clearing the noise so that you could hear what your spirit had been trying to tell you. Someone near you carried intentions that did not match the purity of your calling. Their presence interfered with the timing of your blessings, and so I dismantled their influence, removing what your strength could not remove alone. Do not return to old ties. Do not reopen old doors. The revelation that approaches will explain everything you sensed but could not articulate. Vast impediments are being cleared. Barriers you carried for years are dissolving in moments. What once felt like a slow journey will now accelerate with astonishing speed. What once felt heavy will now lift effortlessly. And the season that tested your endurance will not accompany you into this era of blessing. You are standing at the precise edge where everything changes forever. My beloved, remain still for a moment and let every word reach the deepest part of your being, for I am speaking to you from a place far beyond the visible. What is unfolding within you right now is not confusion, not coincidence, not emotional noise. This is alignment. A profound unveiling is approaching, and the atmosphere around your spirit has already begun to shift. The blessings, the clarity, the peace meant for you are no longer distant, they are drawing near with purpose. I am dissolving the veil that once concealed your next step. The unseen realm has already declared your new direction, and now I am guiding your awareness into harmony with it. Stay present until the very end of these words, for the moment they settle into your heart, something foundational inside you will ignite with a strength no earthly force can restrain. A deep spiritual occurrence is closer than you think, closer than your breath, closer than the beat of your own heart. My precious one, be still now. Something immense is prepared for you, and you are stepping into the doorway of a transformation that will shape the rest of your life. Within this very instant, the innermost part of your existence is readying itself to receive a revelation capable of redirecting your entire path. This moment is not ordinary, not casual, not random. This moment is a visitation, my presence meeting your awareness in a quiet but powerful intersection. I guided your steps, your thoughts, your timing, so that you would arrive right here, right now, able to receive what only this moment could hold. There is a truth embedded in these words, a truth designed to expand your understanding and shift your perception so deeply that even the history of your life will take on new meaning. Your awareness in each breath strengthens the bond between you and what I am unfolding. The more you listen, the clearer the purpose becomes. I have seen your journey, every silent burden, every hidden wound, every whispered hope. I saw the seasons where you felt weakened, the nights when your strength faded, the days when you were unsure if you could continue. Yet I also saw something else, a resilience, a refusal to surrender your inner light, a determination to rise even when everything around you tried to push you down. This unwavering spirit has brought you to the threshold of a new chapter. Because of that resilience, because of your willingness to keep moving despite the weight, I am marking this precise moment with a declaration: your difficult season is passing. The winds are shifting. The pressure that once surrounded you is dissolving. A significant happening is drawing near, so near that your spirit has already sensed its approach even before your mind recognized it. What once worked against you no longer has authority. The obstacles that held you back are weakening. The confusion that clouded your path is clearing. Very soon, what once puzzled you will align with crystal clarity. Listen closely, my precious one. In this new unfolding chapter, I am not merely offering blessings, I am revealing proof. Proof that every delay carried purpose. Proof that every closed door was protection. Proof that nothing you lost was truly lost, everything was being rearranged with precision, placed in the exact position needed for the future I am shaping for you. And now, the time prepared specifically for you has arrived. My presence is softly calling you to prepare, not with anxiety, not with fear, but with an awakened expectation. What you prayed for, cried for, waited for, and hoped for is approaching faster than your natural mind can grasp. The momentum of heaven is shifting in your favor. The transformation begins the moment these words settle into your spirit. A revelation is at your doorstep, undeniable, unmistakable, carrying the power to rewrite the direction of your life. What is coming is not general, it is specific. Not accidental, but appointed. Not borrowed, but designed exclusively for you. At this turning point, a clear opportunity is emerging, illuminated by my guidance. The words you are receiving right now are confirmation of what has already been set in motion. Do not step away. Do not dismiss this moment. If you remain present, you will understand the fullness of the insight I have prepared for you. The ordering of events is accelerating, aligning circumstances, connections, and pathways that were previously blocked. You stand on the edge of a beginning that once encountered resistance but was never removed from your destiny. This instant holds deep significance. Hear me clearly, I saw the actions that were hidden from you. I saw the quiet words spoken without understanding. I saw the intentions that were unclear, the thoughts directed your way, the doubt and envy that formed shadows around you. But none of it had the authority to break you. None of it could interrupt what I established. Instead, every attempt to hinder you only positioned you for greater expansion. You were not damaged, you were strategically placed. Every delay became a preparation. Every detour became a refinement. Now, the moment for your revealing has arrived. Those who underestimated your potential will witness your rise. Those who assumed your journey had reached its limit will see your renewal. I am rewriting the unfolding story of your life, and no one will be able to claim credit for what is coming next. This grace is yours alone. This elevation is tailor-made for you. This direction is being unveiled step by step, each part aligned with your purpose and growth. Yet listen carefully, my beloved. To walk into what is ahead, you must stay aligned with the deep knowing I have placed within you, the quiet certainty, the inner strength, the clarity that comes not from emotion but from spirit. Tonight, I step into your circumstance with a clear declaration: the chapter of struggle ends now. The revelation your soul has been sensing is drawing near. You have felt the pull in your heart, the sudden moments of awareness, the quiet shifts in your thoughts, all signals of my presence preparing you. That gentle pressure in your spirit, that new calm settling over your mind, that subtle but undeniable certainty, these are not accidents. These are invitations. Invitations for your full attention. This time, this very window, is holy, intentional, and set apart specifically for you. Do not allow distraction to move you away. You are nearing the understanding of why your life shifted so intensely, why so many transitions occurred at once, why your heart and spirit have been expanding in directions you did not expect. When I prepare to elevate a life, I first distinguish it. That is why certain relationships changed. That is why some opportunities paused. That is why your energy felt drained for a season, because I was separating you from what could not accompany your elevation. Understand this well, I did not create hardship for you. I created positioning. I brought clarity where confusion tried to reign. I removed what was interfering with your growth. Someone near you, without realizing it, was hindering the full flow of my goodwill in your life. Some thoughts directed at you were unclear and did not carry purity. So I protected you, even when it felt like restriction. I held back progress until the shadow lifted, ensuring that what comes next would reach you without interference. My beloved, what is approaching is too significant, too sacred, too purposeful to be distorted by the wrong influences. And now that the obstruction is removed, your path is opening without resistance. You are stepping into a season where revelation will meet opportunity, where clarity will meet direction, where purpose will meet fulfillment. The next movement of your life will unfold with a grace so precise that you will know without doubt, it was I who orchestrated it from beginning to end. My beloved, listen closely, for I speak to the deepest chamber of your spirit. I know the unrest that has stirred within you, the subtle tremors of uneasiness that you could not fully explain. This feeling has not been a sign of failure or collapse, but the first vibration of a significant rearrangement unfolding in the unseen. What you have sensed is the beginning of a moment that has been prepared specifically for you, long before your eyes ever noticed the shift. Tonight, the air around you carries a particular intensity because a divine movement has begun to clear away obstacles that you were never meant to battle alone. What has dragged your steps, what has weighed upon your chest, what has pulsed against your clarity is being removed from your path even now. My beloved one, hear me, this is the beginning of a rapid emergence from my presence. What crawled will now move with speed. What stood still will begin to flow. What burdened you will abruptly lift. My sound is reaching you in this precise moment because something significant is approaching the core of your destiny, and I need your heart awake to receive it. The hardships that tightened around you were never meant to follow you into the new place I have set before your life. Every heavy thing you carried, every quiet tear you hid, every moment you questioned your worth has been seen. Tonight, I tell you with unwavering authority, the season that tried to break you ends. I know how certain individuals undervalued your presence. I know how others doubted your strength, ignored your sincerity, or attempted to suppress what I had planted within you. There were those who hoped your journey would stall, who wished your spirit would collapse under the weight they sent toward you. But what they did not understand, what they never could understand, is that I was using their resistance as the very pressure to expand you. While they tried to diminish you, I was shaping your future. While they whispered against you, I was positioning you beyond their reach. While they attempted to close off your path, I was creating a new one that no human hand could shut. My beloved, listen, every attempt to halt your destiny has failed. Tonight, a deep spiritual shift begins to anchor itself within you. What was taken from you is being restored. Your peace is returning. Your clarity is returning. Your strength is returning. Opportunities that slipped from your grasp are coming back renewed and enlarged. And what was never meant to belong to you, every oppressive weight, every dark imprint, every harmful thought spoken against your name, is being removed from your path permanently. I am planting myself in the center of your being with a single declaration that will echo through every part of your journey. All postponements end now. No more delays. No more stagnation. No more waiting for what was already assigned to your destiny. The inner stirring you feel is not imagination, it is the sound of the unseen laying out a direct course for your steps. The higher realm is drawing your attention because a significant unfolding is beginning right where you stand. You must remain fully here, fully awake, fully receptive, for your breakthrough is tied to your awareness in this moment. You did not find these words by accident. Your spirit was guided here because clarity must reach you before the next door opens. Your existence has felt heavy because divine rearrangement has been in motion. Your path has felt stalled because alignment was being perfected behind the scenes. Your vision has felt foggy because my hand was quietly dismantling what no longer belonged to your journey. Hear me, you are closer to a profound turning point than you recognize. And the reason your world has felt shaken is because your breakthrough is pressing into the physical world with force. I saw the moments you faltered in silence. I saw the nights you questioned your value. I saw how your faith remained, even when your strength faded. I saw you give your heart to people who did not appreciate the depth of your soul. I saw you carry burdens you never spoke aloud. And tonight, with finality, I declare, enough. The cycle of hardship closes. The season of waiting ends. A new time begins, not tomorrow, not later, but now. In the unseen realm, a powerful release has been activated specifically in your name. Energy that was delayed has been pushed forward. Blessings that were restrained have been set into rapid motion. What was meant for you can no longer be obstructed. Those who attempted to diminish your worth, those who sowed doubt around your path, those who sent negativity into your spirit, they are now facing the return of what they projected. Not by your hand, but by the natural justice of the unseen. What was aimed at you returns to them. What was prepared for you appears before you. This moment holds more weight than you realize, for it marks the crossing from who you once were into who you are now becoming. My beloved child, do not look backward. Do not question the rearrangements. Do not fear the sudden shifts. Everything is moving in your favor, even the things that appear disruptive. Stay with me until the very end of this message, for the fullness of what has begun is tied to your continued presence here. Tonight, clarity is descending upon your path. The fog is lifting. The uncertainty is dissolving. The direction you have searched for with longing is beginning to appear before the eyes of your spirit. A blessing long restrained is accelerating toward you with force. What was withheld is now released. What was slowed is now rapid. You stand at the threshold where your former life meets the life I have arranged for you. But hear me, do not step away from this moment. The instant you disconnect from the guidance I am pouring out, you sever the flow of what was intended to reach you. Stay. Listen. Absorb. You are only steps away from the turning point that will redefine your existence. The event prepared for you draws closer with every breath, and its unfolding is connected to your understanding, your openness, your willingness to receive the fullness of what I am speaking over you. The divine realm is moving with unusual speed on your behalf. Circumstances are shifting. People are being repositioned. Opportunities are being rerouted toward you. Delays are dissolving. Barriers are crumbling. You are standing at the edge of a profound transition, my beloved, one that faced resistance but could not be undone. This moment is not random. It is not small. It is not ordinary. The weight you feel is the weight of destiny entering the present. I saw what was spoken about you behind closed doors. I saw the envy. I saw the doubt. I saw the quiet disloyalty. I saw the deception hidden behind smiles. And none of it changed the path I set for you. If anything, it multiplied the blessing I ordained. You were not destroyed, you were refined. You were not defeated, you were prepared. Those who dismissed you are about to witness your elevation. Those who doubted you will watch your transformation unfold. Those who thought your journey was over will be silenced by what comes next. A new chapter opens for you now. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, literally. The shift that has begun tonight will unfold in the days ahead with unmistakable force. You will feel changes in your mind, movements in your spirit, openings in your path that reveal how active my hand has truly been. Do not fear the speed of what is coming. Do not fear the unfamiliarity of your rise. You are stepping into what has always belonged to you but could not reach you until you reached this moment of readiness. My beloved, breathe deeply. Remain present. Remain aware. For the grace entering your life now will rewrite stories, restore strength, awaken clarity, and expand your future beyond what you once believed possible. You stand on holy ground, the crossing between who you were and who you were always destined to become. And nothing, not one force in the seen or unseen, can prevent what is now unfolding for you. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.